Hello. Welcome to another episode of the Car Facts, where we are in our Chariot 101 series. Today's card is the Chariot. The Chariot, the Chariot, the Chariot. Hopefully that's not too close. Yeah, that'll be alright. Alright. Today's card is the Chariot. Movement, baby. Movement. Forward movement. Upward and onward. Okay, forward. We moving on up is what I've just heard in my head. This song, we're moving on up. Anyway, the Chariot upright is representative. Okay, first off, looking at the Chariot, you notice the sphinxes on the bottom. Okay, there's balance. There's balance, period, point blank, in all the things that we're doing and all the things that we're experiencing. There should be some form of balance, period, point blank, in general. When things are out of balance, that's when it's time to put some work in. Okay, now, first off, with my transition, damn glasses getting stuck in my lock. I just feel that pulling and it's very irritating. Okay, anyway, moving on. When we're talking about the Chariot, we're talking about movement. We're talking about successful movement at that. Okay, major movements. I just heard Lil Wayne, major move right here, baby. Anyway, it's time when this card comes out to stay focused, stay determined, because what you've been doing, you need to keep doing. Okay, stay determined and focused on your goals as you're moving into the new. Okay, don't get so lost or wrapped up in all of the new that's transpiring that you lose sight of what it took you to get there in the first place, right? When the Chariot comes up, we're talking about rapid expansion. So one foot in front of the other, we keeping it pushing. Okay, when you're thinking of the Chariot, think of a literal chariot. You got the horses, you got the literal carriage, right? Them horses is not stopping. Them babies is moving and moving and moving until they get where they trying to go. You feel me? And so it's true for the Chariot. When the Chariot pops up, it's time to get comfortable with the uncomfortable, is what I'm hearing, and to apply what you have previously learned, right? But I just keep feeling like it's a necessity to say, when the Chariot comes out, do not get lost in all the movement. Okay, period. When the Chariot comes out, it's not a time to allow distractions to throw you off course. Okay, keep going, keep up the good work, keep moving, right? When it comes to a more mundane meeting, it could mean like physical travel. You know, you getting in your car, you moving somewhere. Or it could mean a new car. Okay, something new, but something new involving movement, right? Also, I feel the need to say too, when the Chariot comes up, understand that you might not necessarily feel ready for the movement that's about to transpire, but remembering that all things happen for you and not to you is important, so you don't get lost in the 333 when I look up, so you don't get lost in the creation of all that's new, all that's coming, right? Okay, it could mean traveling out of town, traveling in general. It could mean extending your current circumstances, so a bigger place, from a 1-bedroom to a 2-bedroom is what I heard, or you know, from a apartment to a house type shit. Okay, when it comes to relationships, it's progression. Okay, but this is where I keep saying, don't get lost in the movement of things, because this is progression with or without that person. Okay, if things are going good, things are going smooth, transition with that person is a possibility. Transition without that person is a possibility as well. Okay, we moving on up, and all things are happening for you and not to you. So understanding that will make the transitions easier. Okay, when it comes to your money and career, challenging yet exciting opportunities are afoot. Okay, so although things are happening quick, fast, and it may be a challenge to, I just heard it might be a challenge to keep up. It's nothing you can't handle. It's nothing you can't handle. Just get with it. Get with the program. You know, take a deep breath and tackle what you got going on in front of you, because it's not like you can't. You can, and you will. Okay, so you shall. Finances is on the up and up when it comes to the Chariot. Okay, finances, and this could be more than just like winning the lottery, or this could just be, or like physical raises. Okay, this could mean, when it comes to the Chariot, you moving out of old and outdated thought processes surrounding money. So you're moving from spending every dollar you get to saving a few pennies. You know what I'm saying? You're getting from the thought process that money is hard to come by, into the thought process that you create the circumstances in which you experience, in which you live. Okay, so going from saying, okay, well, I can't afford this and that and third, to the thought process, okay, well, the finances that I need to do this, that, and the third are not quite available to me yet, because there are smarter moves for me to make with my money currently. You see what I'm saying? Or, you know, things of that nature. But it's forward movement in general when it comes to all the things: your relationships, your careers, your finances, and even your physical space, right? The Chariot reverse, though, kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. Okay, for the plain and simple fact that it goes from there's forward movement, but it's by any means necessary. Okay, in the negative feel of that statement. Okay, arrogance and self-indulgence is afoot. People and events tend to spiral out of control because of the ego and selfishness being at play. So people get reckless. You know what I'm saying? There's poor leadership, whether you're relying on or you're looking to someone else, or you're the leader. Okay, there's poor leadership because by any means necessary, I need and I want forward movement. I need and I want what I need and I want for myself right here and now. So I don't give a damn who I step on at this point to get where I'm going. It could also mean disruption or delay. The Chariot reverse, where the Chariot forward is upright, right? Excuse me, is forward movement. The Chariot reversed is stagnancy. Or straight up, you know, that's saying you take one step forward to get knocked 3 steps back. And this it's because of self-indulgence and arrogance. It's because of poor leadership and recklessness. This is when things start to take that opposite turn. Shit is happening to you a little bit for you to learn the lesson of balance. Okay, balance being key in your movements. Okay, you cannot, this is my personal belief, you cannot do bad things to good people in the name of self-indulgence and get away with it for long. You just can't. I'm a firm believer in karma, and karma don't work like that. They also say karma's a bitch, but I don't believe that. I feel like she's a very calculated and observant, very watchful individual. And so while it may feel like bitchiness when she come handing you your paperwork, we also have to sit with the fact that 9 times out of 10, the paperwork that we're receiving is a result of some shit we've done, some shit we've put out there, some shit she saw that we thought we got away with, you know what I'm saying, and haven't. Okay, so when you have the Chariot upright, like I said, don't get lost in the forward movement, but understand that there is movement, whether you're ready or not. Here it comes. You can't hide. Gonna find you. And okay, but anyway, that's what that feels like upright. And reversed, it's giving the opposite. It's giving very much so. The Chariot can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare type shit. Okay, so it's all in what you make it, and the spread that you have will give you or the question that you ask will give you a little bit more guidance as to what this is meant to mean for you. Nonetheless, remembering too that when it comes to the tarot in general, and I will always say this, study is key, and getting your own connection with your cards and allowing yourself the opportunity to feel for the answers that are coming to you, that's most important. You can listen to what I say all day long. You listen to what anybody say all day long. But at the end of the day, especially if you're going to be a great reader, it's all in you feeling, you listening, you absorbing the messages that are being given to you, gifted to you, in order to get the answers that you need. So that's all for now. Thanks for coming to my little TED Talk. Until the next episode of Tarot 101, where we'll be going over the Strength card. Okay, that's one of my favorites. Have a nice day. Talk to you later.